It's Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. It is time for the Roundtable Pros and Podcast. On the franchise title will be Bad Blood. That right there is the mixologist himself, Mr. Chemical Julian. That's your boy Double J Josh James. That is the Drew Nicholas. And then it's Husky from Husky's Fun House. And look, finally, we get Hanson and Rowe healthy. The War Raiders, no longer that Viking experience, that Viking Raiders bullshit.
Whatever their names were, because they changed their name multiple times.
Well, we got the IWGP, former Ring of Honor, and I can't think what other tag team championship they won, but the War Raiders are back. And we are live here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast. Thank you to everyone that joined us. Damn, Twitter is popping off. Everybody's on the Twitter machine right now watching this show.
Yeah.
I am waiting for JD McDonough to hit that flying headbutt off the top rope and win this match.
Wow. So Finn Balor and Big Head JD McDonough defending the World Tag Team Championships tonight for the third time since winning them?
I believe so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They defended them on an indie show in Ireland. They defended them on TV once, and I think this is the third time. Yep. 175 days as tag champs. This is the third title defense.
That's pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm.
What a far cry from when Naomi was the women's champion for SmackDown a few years back, and then they were like, "Hey, you're gonna miss your 30-day window, so sorry."
Yeah, right. Back in the days,
3 months that Brock Lesnar would be off TV.
Wow. Well, you know what really happens, right? Jack Tunney back in the day would be like, "Yo, you got 30 days to defend that title on the 29th day. If your ass wouldn't defend that belt, he was stripping you."
Why don't they do that anymore?
They're far from the Jack Tunney era, so that's why.
Jack Tunney was the best president ever.
Yeah.
Hey, it's those 8K cameras.
Hey, Julian, how do 8K cameras work?
I don't know, man. Center never explained it to me.
He's not here to explain it now.
Nope.
Oh, Center never explained it.
I think he went to go shout outside because he lost a bet. Because also his girl Raquel Rodriguez lost.
Yeah, that's why he's not on. He's upset because Raquel lost.
So let me ask you guys this.
Yeah?
The Judgment Day has been banned from ringside.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
But does that mean we might get a new for the Judgment Day?
No.
I hope not.
No.
Hey, did you notice when the War Raiders were talking about their tag team, I guess, career or whatever, most of the clips they showed was with them wrestling the New Day. And we used to laugh at how many times the War Raiders and the New Day had like matches every week.
Yep.
It was like they were the only tag team they ever wrestled. I think the New Day wrestled them more than the
Wow.
Oh, hey, you know what? Let's give him. He hates Cody Rhodes so bad.
I could tell.
It's like, man, fuck Cody Rhodes.
I'm sorry, girl, but
That was funny.
It was crazy how the crowd was chanting "You deserve it" when he was getting loaded on the stretcher.
that was funny.
Was
funny.
Let me remind you. It was New York. It was the first Grand Slam.
True.
That was the first crowd to boo Cody.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
True.
That's
true.
right.
As soon as Cody won the championship, we all said, okay, when are the fans going to turn on?
I said that from the beginning.
Didn't take that long.
Yeah, I did not.
I said that from the beginning. Oh, we want Cody as champ. No, y'all, you're going to turn on him.
Well, see, that's IWC for you.
Again, remember, these are the same fans that said they wanted someone new to win their main title, and WWE gave us someone new, the Maharaja, as the new guy to win the new champion, and they complained about it. They complained about it because WWE was actually listening. They said,
and not only that, if Roman won the
not only
silver
were they listening, they were also trying to make
bid.
money in India.
Yeah, but it's still someone new. It was still someone new who won the belt.
Well, I get what you're saying, Josh, but here's the thing. Me and Julian always talk about the IWC is so goddamn fickle.
Oh
we
yeah,
know.
all
we
the
know.
time.
Like they'll be like, "Hey, I want new tag team. I want the New Day to turn heel."
Wait. As much as I've been shitting on the IWC lately. It's not always their fault when a new champion is crowned, and then the first 3 to 4 months of their championship run is like feuds that are so crappy.
I mean, you're right. You're right. People were sad when Gunther lost the Intercontinental Championship. They wanted Sammy to be champion so bad. Sammy won the championship. It was like, whatever. I mean, they wanted Jey Uso to win the championship. Jey Uso won the championship. Or Sammy won, I'm sorry. Yeah. Sammy was the Intercontinental champion. It was like, whatever. Then he lost to Braun Breaker, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then the fans wanted Jey Uso to finally realize his singles glory and win the Intercontinental title.
That happened.
Champion for 3 weeks. People were like, all right, get rid of him.
Yeah,
right?
I already think of it. Bye.
Cody.
Nobody was sick of that.
I mean, I wasn't. I loved it, but people
Yeah,
I see we're talking about it. Yeah. Cody, they're like, we want this guy to finally win the world championship. He wins the world championship. He finishes the story. A month after that, they were like, we want Roman back. We want Roman back.
But if Roman would have retained, they would have bitched.
Like they did the year before.
Yeah.
Question: has this ever happened to anyone else? I know it happened with Hogan, but has this ever happened with anybody else?
John Cena.
Oh yeah, I know John Cena, but I'm talking about before the era that we're living in now.
Not Rey Mysterio, that's for sure.
Because I know it definitely happened with Hogan. I know that for sure. Cena was, yes, I knew about that one. Has this ever happened
when they win a championship and then the crowd turns
on them?
Yes.
Roman. Jinder Mahal, yep.
Oh, they're just jealous.
Nobody wanted that from the start.
You know what?
Hey, you watch your mouth there, Drew.
Yeah, you watch your mouth, Drew.
Let me tell you. Sometimes people they put the title on someone, and you're like, that was a really horrible mistake. But then that person shows up and shows out. Say what you will about Jinder Mahal, goddammit.
Thank you.
He was a damn good champion.
He was. Thank you.
I will go on the record and say Jinder Mahal was a good champion for 2 reasons.
Fight me.
One, he was a heel, but he wasn't a bitch heel. He wasn't a bitch heel. He wasn't like, oh, I need all my homeboys to help me retain the championship. And for 2, he beat John Cena clean as a sheet.
Yeah. And AJ Styles.
And AJ Styles. So all the hate that he gets.
And Randy Orton.
All clean. All clean.
All the hate that he gets, it's stupid.
Well, Randy Orton not clean.
I think the WWE really screwed up when they didn't give him an opportunity to run with the ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He could have had a longer run. I said it. I said it.
A white guy. If it was a white guy, I would agree with you.
I mean, look what they did. Look what they did to Big E.
They gave
Big E the ball for what? 3 months?
Yeah.
4 months?
Mm-hmm.
And he started getting over, and they're like, "Oh no, we got to get Brock Lesnar or somebody."
Yeah. Bye.
Cue Brock Lesnar.
People
even got tired of Kofi's one after a while.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
So again,
3 month
wrestling
long
fans.
feud with it should have been me, Dolph Ziggler, and nobody.
I love that meme. Should have been me.
Also was screwed from the WWE title and the
who had a better championship run, Big E or Kofi?
Big E, 100%.
Yeah. Kofi's matches were.
They were okay.
When you're the champion,
mm-hmm.
you should not come off as the underdog in the match.
Right.
Yeah.
And in most of Kofi's matches, it was like, oh my God, is he about to drop the title tonight? He just didn't, he didn't come off as that really strong ass kicking champion. It's kind of like, well, I'm on from behind and I'm just trying to hold on to what I got.
I mean, you're right about that. You're right about that. And I think that Kofi didn't, and I hate to be that guy because I don't want to ever like size shame someone, but Kofi just didn't look like an imposing heavyweight champion.
Yeah, that's true.
But also because in his matches he wasn't dominant, like just dominating people. It was.
Well, then you say like
go battle.
You say the champion shouldn't be like an underdog, but like with Rey Mysterio was an underdog, but Rey Mysterio was so talented that like his wins didn't look like upsets.
Correct.
Yeah.
So like I get that.
Oh,
this is a really good tag match.
It is.
This is a good tag match.
That's a really good
no
video
matter
that Josh put in the live chat there. In the not live chat.
It's on WWE's Twitter page.
Oh my God. Kofi wrestles like
wow.
Guts promo.
I'm going to say this right here. Wrestling fans don't know what they want, and whoever wins on they pick, they turn on them no matter what. No matter who it is. Especially Roman.
Yeah, I know. But then again, it all depends on the guy too. It all depends on the worker. It depends on the person who's actually putting in the work doing this thing. Because if you believe them, then it works. Like Finn Balor. Balor's a pretty well-defined guy, right? He's pretty buff, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He's only like 180 pounds, maybe that. And he's short. He's like 5'7", 5'8", right? So he's pretty jacked for a little guy, right?
Yeah.
But his style of wrestling makes him look like he looks like he can beat the shit out of you.
Yeah.
Like Ludwig Kaiser, I'd slap that guy around. It's almost like what's that guy? Robert Pattinson as Batman. You look at him, you're like, what are you gonna do? Throw some glitter at me? Get the fuck out of here. You're not opposing, you're not scary. And then you look at Ben Affleck, who's like 260 pounds of fucking rock solid muscle. You're like, oh shit, yeah, I'm definitely would be scared of this dude in a dark alley. So he looks imposing and scary. He looks like Batman. Just like back in the day, Hogan was 6'8", 302 pounds, big blonde, muscly guy. So he looked like a wrestler. Andre the Giant, 7 feet tall, looked like a goddamn giant.
Hold on, where's Mr. Bones?
He didn't have to look like it.
But then you get like a skinny guy who weighs 140 pounds, and you're like, oh, that guy is the world heavyweight champion. No one's gonna fear that guy. Look at some like people talk shit about some of the wrestlers in AEW, but you also look at some of the wrestlers in NXT. When some of the referees are bigger than some of the guys in the ring, but then if you are one of those guys that are small like Finn Balor, but you're so like believable when you're working a guy, then you can be like, damn, I can see this guy. The guy who's redacted, who was like a rabbit Wolverine at one time. That guy was small too, 218 pounds, 5'8". But he looked and he wrestled like a savage. So some people look like they can be world champions. Kofi Kingston, no. He didn't look opposing to me.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot of hate.
Yeah.
No, just not hate, it's just being honest.
Oh, I know.
Well, I mean, I can see what you're saying, but then there's also like it's not always the size of the person that matters.
Exactly, Drew. Exactly.
But that's what I'm saying. It's not just the
Take
size.
that in any other way than what I'm saying.
Wow.
Or here's a good example. Todd Grisham. Remember him?
Mm-hmm.
He was mostly taller than some of the wrestlers were. He literally had to do like sort of like splits to do the interview so he could look smaller.
That was a dumb Vince thing, though.
I know, but it's just like I was trying to bring up like when Blow was talking about that, it made me remember that.
Ooh.
This is a really good tag match.
Do you guys think if Finn never got injured, do you think the fans would turn on him as champion?
Oh,
yes. Yes. I'm sure definitely yes.
Cool. You know what? That's a really good question, Josh.
Guys, unfortunately, I have to go.
You're leaving us already?
I
Drew,
he doesn't like us
meeting.
anymore.
Gotta go to my meeting.
Drew, thank you for joining us as usual. Why do I have balloons behind me? I don't understand. But
what the hell?
yeah, I was looking at like balloons behind me. Yeah.
Jeremy on Fightful. His things like if you do.
Sorry, it was balloons from my
the thumbs up like that.
Yeah, there's fireworks, thumbs up, and yeah, that too and stuff. So.
All right, cool.
Nothing happened. Damn it. All right, thank you for joining us, Drew. We'll see you on Wednesday, my friend.
Bad blood. I'm sorry. That was balloons from my fun house. My bad.
Wow, I'm stealing your fun house.
All right, so Julian, what did you say?
Oh, when Finn Balor won the Universal Championship.
Yeah.
Jesus.
He was a babyface at the time, I think.
Yes, he was.
I do believe that Finn could have put on some really dominating matches. I think the crowd would have stuck with him until he had an opponent that they wanted to see as champ.
Yeah.
So, like, if he was wrestling Randy Orton, they might have turned on him during that match.
Mm-hmm.
Well, let's be real here. Jinder Mahal is the greatest WWE champion of all time.
I wouldn't go there.
Oh!
I say he's one of the best bad guy champions in the current day era.
Yes. This is a great tag match.
He's got wins over Randy Orton and Nakamura.
Mm-hmm. And Cena.
And Shawn Shayna.
World's Strongest Splash.
Oh, JD landed on the back of his head. He's safe.
They are showing up and showing out.
Stupid. He landed on the back of his head. He's all right.
Yeah, he's fine.
He's fine. Walk it off.
Break it up, Finn. There we go.
This is a great tag team match.
It really is.
Good. I'm
really
enjoying this.
They're showing up and they're showing out.
This is what is off the board.
Oh no!
These guys only have 3 tag team championship defenses, and they're a good tag team. And so you just not put them on TV.
Yeah, true.
Man, what a great tag team! Don't defend the belts. Here we go. Nice.
There we go. There we go.
Smart.
That's a hip shit.
Oh!
Oh, that headbutt.
Headbutt. Devastating headbutt.
From JD's big ass head.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you guys.
Well, don't tell us, Shane.
Yeah.
Man. Where? Cry me a river. Mr. I spoil shit.
That Cry Me a River only works on AEW shows.
And broken glass. Gotta be broken glass. All right, JD. Time for that top rope headbutt. Let's go.
This is awesome.
I agree.
Shooting dome press.
What makes this even better is Julian's commentary.
Yes.
Broke up the tag. That's horrible.
God, this is so good, though.
This is a good match.
It's so funny how the WWE didn't even like tag team wrestling.
I know, right?
Like, Vince hated tag team wrestling. Like, look at this.
Wait a minute.
Wait. Draw money.
Now, so here's the thing. Did Vince hate tag team wrestling because he feels necessary to pay 2 dudes when you could have, like, why pay for 4 guys when you don't need 2?
I mean, that might have been the reason. Who's holding the chair?
I know who.
Same here.
Oh, he's wearing the black hoodie. He's wearing the black hoodie.
The black hoodie.
Fucking cloak of invisibility.
Oh, man. Black hoodie for the win, bro.
Invisible cloak.
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Oh, thank you. Finally.
Thank you.
Henson and Rowe.
They deserve
You're
it.
new World Tag Team Champions.
They fucking deserve it. Remember, they went all the way to Saudi and didn't even get a match, but this was their revenge.
Damn.
I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
Well, now I gotta go on 2K24 and switch to champions.
Oh, I did that months ago when these guys came back.
You're like, oh, I'm ahead.
You always know when someone's winning the title because they have like a whole shitload of pyro.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, you really gotta go that crazy with the pyro, bro?
Yeah.
Yeah. Cody Rhodes does it every week.
Hey, don't you talk about Cody Rhodes, okay?
I'm just saying.
Something Cody Rhodes. That's all I gotta say.
I'm gonna say Netflix is looking pretty stacked.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're not lying. So hey, that was Monday Night Raw. Julian, how are you doing today? Do you have the our results for Monday Night Raw?
There you go.
No,
Couldn't get it out.
But I can tell you what did happen.
What did happen? Tell us.
For the Women's Intercontinental Championship tournament, we had a member of the Pure Fusion Collection advance into the Final Four, and that is our very own Zoe.
Your star pupil, Zoe Stark.
Yes.
His star pupil, ladies and gentlemen.
But it's a sad day for Sinner because Raquel lost.
Ludwig Kaiser.
Ludwig Kaiser.
That man is shredded. Like, goddamn.
All right, Shane.
I'm just saying, the dude is shredded.
Yeah, Shane does get a little excited about Ludwig Kaiser.
I like me some Ludwig. Come on now.
It was actually a pretty good match too. Like tonight's show was
really good
from top to bottom. I mean, if I had to give it a letter grade, it would be a B.
I agree.
But a lot of the like from the start of the show when CM Punk's out there and CM Punk's getting all the heat, and then you got Seth Rollins coming in like fucking coming in like old school Shield, talking shit, and then they get into the brawl and they fight through the building. Like it was ridiculous. They fought all through the building. I loved it.
Wild.
People were just getting jumped left and right tonight.
Yeah, seriously.
Like it should have been Monday night on site.
Oh man, I loved when Sami Zayn jumped McIntyre backstage. You know what? I've really got to say that the writing and the booking is really making a whole lot of sense. So here's number one. When Jimmy Uso came to the ring on crutches, what do we say about showing up in a match with taped ribs? And so the fact that when Drew McIntyre got the drop on him and kicked his head off, I was kind of like, that's your fault. Like, why'd you come to work, knowing the line of work you're in, on crutches? You're a victim waiting to happen.
Here's where our sour
You're a victim. Wow.
Hey, he's not lying.
He's not.
Not wrong.
Bro, I mean, if you were a boxer, would you go to a boxing match with like your ribs taped up? Because your opponent would be like,
oh, that's advantage right there.
Yeah, that's
exactly. That's what he's getting at.
Yeah.
He straight up showed up on crutches. He was waiting to get knocked the fuck out.
On site.
And then the fact that Sami Zayn not only lost to Drew McIntyre this weekend, but the fact that he's like, hey, I'm going to go get some lick back for my boy that you knocked out, knocked on his ass. You know, that was good. The fact that Naomi had no words for Drew McIntyre after he kicked her husband's head in, but just said, hey, can I be one half the tag team champions right now?
It was
true. I didn't even think about that.
It was okay. So we're not just going to talk about Raw. We're going to talk about everything because honestly, the Cocoa Butter Combat Club, she was always the one that was like the outcast. Like they're the tag team champions. She couldn't advance into the U.S. title tournament.
Yep.
She challenged for the world championship. She got her ass whooped there. Like Naomi basically just lucked into the tag team title, which they're going to lose this Friday. I'm telling you right now, there's going to be some drama. I think the person that attacked Jade Cargill was Naomi. Because look, Jade Cargill got hurt. Naomi replaced her in the tournament.
True.
I mean, Charlotte Flair didn't show up, so I mean, you know.
Woo!
So I mean,
Don't say it. Hey, you know what? Don't say that because as soon as someone is handed the new title, Charlotte Flair is going to come out and be like, "I challenge you for that championship right now."
Then we got to worry about Chelsea Green then.
Well, here's the thing.
No.
Here's the thing. Charlotte wouldn't come back and do that unless someone was like, "Bitch." Am I wrong? That seems to be the gas on the fire for any championship match in the women's division. Not being sexist, but being honest. It happens every time. Someone would be like, "Bitch," and all of a sudden, here we go. You get a world title shot.
It's like, "Hey, you won the championship. How do you feel?" "Oh, I feel great. Thank you to the fans. Oh, I had such great competitors." And finally, I'd like to say, I'm just glad that bitch Charlotte Flair was a part of the tournament.
All of a sudden, you hear, "Woo!" Here
she comes.
I mean, people talk about Charlotte all the time, though, but let's just be honest. Sometimes that shit is real.
Yeah.
She's like the female Brock Lesnar. So let's go to the beginning of the show. Show starts off, and here comes the straight edge superstar himself, CM Punk. CM Punk comes down, and I knew when he came down, like he was coming down to talk shit.
Yeah. And
he did. But me and Julian always say this: the heels are always right.
Yep.
But we also say, and I'm just gonna throw this out there because I'm sick and tired of these stupid ass things happening. Mm-hmm. But do y'all know why this whole Seth Rollins hates CM Punk storyline is so out of control?
I mean, yes, I do.
Okay, so tell me why you think it is.
All right, so Seth Rollins is a WWE guy. Like he's hardcore, like support the Fed. I'm gonna be here through the pandemic, all that shit.
Yeah.
And he used to. I don't know if he was trained by CM Punk, but they worked together on the Indies for years. They had each other's back, this and that.
Yeah.
And so Seth Rollins is like, well, fuck this dude, because when he left WWE, every chance he got, he was like, fuck WWE, doing shoot interviews, went on Colt Cabana, obviously, ran WWE in the ground. And Seth Rollins is like, dude, this is where I make my bread and butter. Why would you try to destroy someplace, where I live, where I feed my family? And so that is his beef with CM Punk. And now he's like, oh, now he's back. Oh, y'all welcome him back with open arms and acting like he's your savior and all this. And he's like, that's hypocritical. That's bullshit. You need to hold his feet to the fire for trying to tear this organization down back when he was unhappy with them.
Okay. Now wait.
But he's back for what? He's back for the bag.
Now I'm going to stop you right there, because that is not the reason why he's upset.
Why is he upset?
If you listen to the promo that Seth Rollins cut the other day, it's so stupid why he's upset.
Oh, God.
I mean, this is almost as bad as
Drew
McIntyre took my friendship bracelet. Now I have to kill him.
Oh, yeah.
It's as stupid as that. Look, we've all left a job or two. You know what I'm saying? We've all either been fired, or we've all either quit or laid off. We've all done that, right?
Yeah.
So when you leave a job and you have friends at that job, if you leave that job and you don't call those friends, or those friends call you, and maybe you're just a little bit distraught and you're like, I don't want to fucking talk to anybody. Yeah. Is that a reason to harbor a 20-year hatred?
No.
So Seth Rollins was training with CM Punk, under CM Punk, learning from CM Punk. He brought him over on his shoulder like, hey, my friend, I'm going to help you out. And then CM Punk left the WWE. Mm-hmm. Seth Rollins gives him a call. Punk doesn't want to talk. Seth Rollins hit him with a text. Punk don't want to respond. Seth Rollins was like, yo, let me hit him with the MySpace. Hits him with the MySpace. Your boy didn't respond. Yeah, okay, cool. So you ghosted me. Okay, cool. Whatever. Bro, you're a grown-ass man.
Yeah.
Grown-ass man. You've done been ghosted by girls before. Maybe some boys. I don't know your preference, but you've been ghosted before. Everyone watching this show, y'all have all been ghosted before. Don't give me that. Y'all have either ghosted someone or been ghosted. Is that a reason to harbor a fucking so much hatred for someone because they went somewhere else because they stopped wrestling. They say, you know what? I don't want to wrestle no more. I don't want nothing to do with wrestling no more.
Yeah, it's so.
And you're gonna get mad at this guy because he don't get back at you. That's what this stupid ass feud is about. Seth Rollins was like, you didn't respond to me when I called you. I'm your friend. I was looking out for you. Put your big boy pants on, bro. Ain't nobody gonna answer your goddamn call all the time.
Like here's.
Are you answering Dean Ambrose's call right now? No.
Is
Are you answering motherfucking Roman's call? No. See what I'm saying?
Like I have a childhood best friend that I've known since 7th grade, right?
Mm-hmm.
He moved to Michigan, and me and him, we don't talk all the time, but every time we do, it's one of those like it's great to hear from him, but there'll be times where I would send him a message, won't hear from him. He's like, he must be busy. I'm not going to bug him. I
just think that it's funny, like the WWE is playing off of this feud. I mean, honestly, we are on the show, ladies and gentlemen. Those watching on Twitter, YouTube, Twitch, wherever, whatnot, we don't bullshit on the show.
Yeah,
we're not gonna treat you guys like you're stupid. We're not gonna be like, oh, the story. No, look, we've all seen the reports of CM Punk backstage talking to fucking Drew McIntyre before their bloody feuds. We've all seen her. Oh shit, here we go, Taekwon. I don't see your comment, bro. I don't see your comment. Josh.
I love it when Taekwon's in the chat.
Anyway, the point I'm making is wrestling is a sport that not all people are going to get along.
Really?
But in a sense, it's also a business. In business, you make money off of these feuds. Me and Julian, we discussed this for months and months and months. The Elite versus CM Punk feud should have been fucking money. I mean, they had a fucking they had an ATM machine to just spitting out cash, and they couldn't work together. Drew McIntyre, yeah, he had some beef with CM Punk, but that beef was because CM Punk came into the company and was a star, and in a sense, kind of held down people like Drew McIntyre, kind of held them down. So yeah, they have a right to have a gripe, but they also know that, like Eric Bischoff said, controversy breeds cash. And people want to see this. And I tell people all the time, when I go to a new company that I've never wrestled before, I literally go and I fucking friend. If I'm a face, I friend everyone on their Facebook page. And then I superstar fucking, I'm the American Dream, Cody Rhodes, and I fucking kiss babies and shake hands. And oh my God, you guys are all great. So when I come to that building, they want to see me. They'll buy my merch. They'll cheer for me. All that stuff. But when I'm a bad guy, I friend that page and I talk about how you're dog shit and your wife sucks and your mom should have swallowed and all that. I make you hate me to the point to where you want me dead the moment I walk in that building.
But Blood, you've said that to me before and I still love you, brother.
True. Yeah. I love you too, Josh. Shane, shut up. I'm just playing.
You too.
No, but what I'm saying is you build that heat and you build it to where people hate you so much, they'll come to a show to see you get your ass kicked.
Mm-hmm.
And when you don't get your ass kicked, guess what? They'll come to that next show to see you get your ass kicked. And so on and so forth. Controversy breeds cash. Okay?
Yeah, well, blame the Elite on that.
CM Punk, wow, god damn. I'm not putting that on the screen, Taekwon. God damn.
On the screen, you coward.
That was horrible. No, that was horrible. Anyway, the point I'm making, Jesus Christ, Taekwon. The point I'm making is this storyline, this feud between CM Punk and Seth Rollins. It's good for the breeding. It's good for the cash. It's good because people like we knew for weeks that they were going to be the main event of WWE Raw on Netflix. Yeah. Now we know it's official. That Raw on Netflix is going to draw the best numbers ever.
Oh yeah,
because all these matches that they want. Now we're gonna get Finn Balor versus Damian Priest because he just cost them the tag team titles.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're gonna finally get a women's Intercontinental Champion. There are gonna be some surprises, like pretty much Charlotte Flair is gonna show up on Raw.
Woo. Raw goes back to 3 hours on Netflix too. I forgot about that.
Yes.
That's why
Punk and Seth are main eventing over Roman and Solo, which is crazy.
So Roman and Solo gonna open,
but Roman is and let me tell you guys about professional wrestling.
I think that would be a good idea if they opened the show. Roman
let me tell you guys about professional wrestling from a wrestler's point of view. There are 3 matches on the show that you want. The first match of the night, because you want to set the tone, you want to light the fuse, you want to be that guy.
That'll be me.
The match right after intermission, because you want to bring the crowd right back up, and then the main event, because you want the crowd to go home happy.
Mm-hmm.
So there are several matches on this show that I can see. The first match on the show will probably be Roman versus Solo in the tribal chief, tribal combat, which is just a street fight, whatever.
Correct.
That's probably going to start the show off. That's going to be a banger. You finally going to get the end of the Bloodline saga, or are you?
Not really,
because there's still some other Bloodline members that have been signed.
I'm pretty sure that the most electrifying man in sports entertainment
is just an
opportunity to be on the first Raw Netflix of the year.
Of course.
He's got to be.
So you got that, right? So you got that.
Talking about Drew, right?
I think if Roman and Solo main event, that equals a Rock. Nope, the Rock is going to come out before. Like as soon as the show's the first match of the night, the Rock's going to come out. It's going to blow the roof off the place.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if this happens? Like Rock opens the show, right? He comes out there, and right before he says, "If you smell," and he says, "What the Rock," and Roman or Solo's theme song starts.
Da, 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 da.
No, I think he'll come out during the tribal combat match.
Okay.
And not only that, this is good advertisement as well.
Maybe the Rock helps Solo win.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
The Rock's like, you may be the tribal chief, but I'm the head of the table, and I run this shit. Because The Rock is the most popular Samoan wrestler in the history of the WWE right now. We know that. But then you get, let's say, the match before, like the match coming out of intermission. What if you get a John Cena appearance?
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a stacked Netflix. We
get a John Cena appearance, and then we get the main event: CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. And that ends the show. Like it's crazy. Maybe we get Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens. Who fucking knows? You never know. But you get all of these big matches. Everybody knows that Sim Snook is a true face of but hey, before we go any further, Julian, you weren't here earlier. Like, well, you'll see later when the Roundtable Network News airs. But guess who's a member of the Starfleet Academy?
Oh, Becky Lynch.
The man, Becky Lynch. That's right.
Yeah.
I just noticed the hoodie you're wearing.
Yeah, she's been out here filming filming scenes for the new Star Trek series, which is going to be available on
Paramount Plus. Yep. We talked about that on Roundtable Network News. Tune in tonight and watch it exclusively on TikTok.
And then Josh will tear your heart out.
Wow. Anyway, so this Raw Netflix show is going to be great.
Mm-hmm.
So many good matches are lined up for it. It's going to be like a pay-per-view WrestleMania quality show on Netflix, which is awesome. Like they're pulling out all the stops.
And not only that, but it's also going to make people to think, should I sign up for Netflix for this?
People are definitely going to 100% sign up for
Netflix. For sure they're going to do that.
Yeah, it's a great way to think about that.
Netflix is about to blow the roof off of that.
I got Netflix because of the Raw's going to be on there.
Yes.
So we get CM Punk coming out, and he's like, basically he gets on the mic and he's like, be careful, somebody might get mad. You're chanting my name. He's got to be honest. He's feeling a little low, and he's a little bit in a bad mood because 2 weeks ago in the ring, face to face, basically Seth Rollins told him he doesn't think about him at all. And over the last 2 weeks, his mind's been wandering back to Seth Rollins. So Josh's boyfriend gave me what? Anyway, the point is, CM Punk is great on the mic. CM Punk can start a fight with anybody on the mic. The guy is good on the mic. Let's just call it what it is. He's fucking phenomenal on the mic. But Seth Rollins ain't no slouch either. Seth Rollins is good on the mic. Seth Rollins hit him with a couple zingers, And I gotta admit, man, I'm a little more like CM Punk than I thought, because CM Punk was like, enough of just talking shit. Dropped the mic, jumped out of the ring, on site. And that's what this night has been like all of Monday Night Raw has been on
The
site.
brawl out.
It has been wow, Shane.
I mean, it has been.
Damn. We said we weren't going to talk about brawl out anymore, but goddamn. So after they're fighting, whatnot, we go backstage, and Drew McIntyre rolls up on Seth Rollins, starts talking to Seth. What happens? Sami Zayn rolls up on him on site again.
That's funny.
So the funny part about that whole conversation was Drew McIntyre was trying to recruit Seth Rollins, if you will, for an alliance. Because we all talked about Seth and Drew and Kevin Owens becoming a faction. But Seth was like, hey, Sammy and Jay, those are my dudes. You know, I've got a problem with them being with Roman, but those are my guys. And, you know, you attack both of them. I'm not teaming up with you.
Yeah.
Like, I respect those guys. Like, yeah, but the jury's out on you. But, yeah. Ain't no alliance going on here. Now, has the situation gotten bad enough to cause an alliance? That we'll see.
Yeah, we will definitely see that. Oh, my boy Jason has joined us. Jason from the OIWA, my boy Jason Maldonado. Shout out to him.
Hello.
He's on the he's on the Instagram page right now. He was here yesterday.
Hello.
So yeah, we go to Braun Breaker versus Ludwig Kaiser for the Intercontinental Championship. This is the second title match on the show. No, this is the first time match on the show.
Yeah, first title match.
First.
Oh, hey, my balloons. Oh.
The balloons came back.
Did I give you a thumbs up or something and a balloon pop up? I don't understand if it's working. But anyway, I don't care.
Sorry, never mind. From my fun house.
Yeah, you can keep them for your fun house, you weirdo. So Ludwig Kaiser versus Braun Breaker. And let me tell you, I hate Ludwig Kaiser. I fucking can't stand that guy.
For the stupidest reason.
But he slapped the holy piss out of Braun Breaker last week. It was hilarious. He's like, hey man. He said, what you gonna do about it? I ain't gonna do that. I don't want to do nothing about it. Smack. So once again,
say to the face.
Once again, this match was on site. As soon as Braun Breaker got in the ring, the bell rang, it was on and cracking. These guys, that was a really good match.
Yes, it was.
Ludwig Kaiser really showed up and showed out. So I'm gonna give him his flowers because he was really good. I see why the WWE signed him. He's more than what did Braun Breaker call him?
Gunther's bitch.
Gunther's watchdog or Gunther's guard dog. He's way more than that. That guy showed up and showed out. I mean, Giovanni Vinci was the weak link apparently of that team.
Speaking of which, Giovanni had his one match under the old Cesaro gimmick.
Nothing.
And that's it.
They have promo after promo coming next week. Coming this week. Up next, Giovanni Vinci.
He's supposed to be a male model or something like that.
He's a male model for the Pin Me Pay Me club.
Yep.
So Ludwig Kaiser fails in his bid to win the Intercontinental Championship. Braun Breaker retains. Ludwig Kaiser did look good doing it though. It was a good match.
Did you say he failed his bitch?
He failed in his bid. God damn you, Shane.
Oh. Yeah. I thought we were talking about ballets here. Okay.
Those are his comments. His comments alone do not reflect those of the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Right here.
So then we go to my favorite part of the night. The New Day coming into the building, and Rey Mysterio comes out of the locker room like, nah, dog, y'all can't go in there.
Yeah, fuck y'all.
Like they're getting so much heat. And it's cool, like the locker room is like, nah, dog, you can't come here. Big E's like the biggest star ever for apparently.
Yep.
And because they turn on Big E, they're like the pieces of shit. I love it. This is perfect. For those of you who said the New Day couldn't be heels, I bet you feel stupid now because they are so old. Like I said on the show earlier, I want to see a boo off. I want to see Dominic Mysterio and the New Day in the ring a boo off.
Ooh.
You know,
Who's gonna get the most boos?
You know, the funny part is that New Day's not allowed, but Dominic Mysterio's still allowed to dress.
Well, yeah, because he didn't turn on Big E. That's the thing.
I mean, he did turn on his deadbeat dad, though.
I mean, that's okay, though, because Rey Mysterio's a deadbeat dad.
Wow.
Hey,
Shane.
just real quick, here's an update on Giovanni Vinci. In October, he lost to Sheamus in a #1 contender match for the Speed title.
Wow. So that's what we're putting against Sheamus for?
On SmackDown Dark, he lost to Baron Corbin. On SmackDown Dark, he lost to Apollo Crews.
Wow.
Again on SmackDown Dark, he lost to Apollo Crews. Again on SmackDown Dark, he lost to Apollo Crews. And then most recently, on the 13th of this month, he lost to Luke Gallows on SmackDown Dark.
New Day boos versus Dom Boo versus Cross's Crickets. Yeah, man.
Karrion Kross has been getting a little bit better on the stuff that he's working.
We'll talk about Karrion Kross in a second. We'll get to that fucking guy. So yeah, all those boos, I'm loving it. We get a commercial recapping Cody's defeating Kevin Owens, retaining the Intercontinental, the WWE Championship.
It.
And you sick ass fans. I'm saying to all of you who are watching this show, all of you in the IWC, you guys are sick. You guys are sick, demented, crazy ass people, and I love you. Because Cody Rhodes was taken out on the stretcher, and all you sick fucks could do was scream out, "You deserve it.
You deserve it."
You know what?
You deserve it.
Bad Blood.
Wow.
I think it was our fault on that because we were cheering for Beth Phoenix to get her head decapitated. And then look at the influence.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we are pretty sick in the head.
Yeah.
But yeah, you deserve it. Wow. You guys are sick fucks.
Yeah, it looks like blood.
Well, I guess he didn't have it coming.
Yeah. So what else happened on Raw?
Plus, how often are you going to see a package pile driver?
Yeah, true.
Barely.
Yeah, barely.
Last time I remember a pile driver on Raw. CM Punk gave John Cena one in a match.
Yeah,
that was it. One I remember. That's the only one I remember.
And then Vince blew a gasket afterwards. Why did you hit that? God damn it!
I don't know.
Don't like it.
Now the question is the pile driver? I know it's not banned in AEW. I know that for a fact. But before AEW, was it banned like the whole entire wrestling? Like, was the move banned like for everywhere?
You said it was banned everywhere? I know it was banned in WWE. Everyone else is still doing it.
Yeah, the indies are allowed to use it, just not WWE.
Yeah.
Okay. Because I don't remember ever seeing a pile driver in any of the indie shows for a while.
I think that's
the ones I went to, or the ones I went to.
A lot of people were hitting Canadian destroyers instead of pile drivers.
Yeah.
A Canadian destroyer kind of is a pile driver. A flippity pile driver.
Yeah.
A flippy flip.
I mean, yeah. it is.
Blood's back.
There he is.
Promotions were dropping power drivers like Andy, rest in peace, Mike Bennick's neck. Yeah, that's true. So we got Adam Pearce backstage. He's yelling at Seth Rollins, and it is official: CM Punk versus Seth Rollins. The debut Raw on Netflix. We already knew that. We've been talking about this for fucking weeks. We get the Judgment Day in the ring. Liv Morgan doing it. I'm falling more and more in love with Liv Morgan as a heel every week. She is becoming the pain in the ass, like little sister to Finn Balor.
Yeah,
you can see the sarcasticness in her comments. Taekwon, I would. Anyway, she's becoming like that. Okay, I don't want to say this and sound like a jerk, but she's becoming that blonde bimbo.
Oh yeah,
and I mean she's a lot smarter than she really. She's playing her character so well.
Oh yeah.
She's in Dominic Mysterio. I hate to say this about Dom, but Dom is becoming what do we call it? What did Sinner say the valets were?
Bitch.
Yeah, Dom's becoming a bitch.
Well, no shit.
When was the last time Dom had a fucking real? When was the last time Dom came out and had a match? That
one.
Yeah, like Dom is, Dom is like Dom's like her puppet, like her.
That's the whole point.
Yeah, but he's also a wrestler, and it all started with him turning on Rhea and all that shit like that. Dom should still be out there doing things. Dom literally doesn't have anything to say. Rhea came out and called him a slut nugget or
a chicken tendy slut.
Chicken tendy slut, and he's fallen off, but he's still getting the heel heat boos.
Yeah.
But he's only getting the heel heat boos because
he's doing nothing.
He's got fucking hot ass Rhea. I mean, he had hot
and
ass
Raquel.
Rhea. He's got hot ass Liv. He had hot ass Rhea, and that's why he looks like a fucking dirty young version of Eddie Guerrero, Latino Eddie Guerrero. He's Latino tendies, Dom Mysterio, Dirty Dom. But he's still getting that heat, but he's not doing anything. He's just like he's a side piece. I want to see him get involved in some matches, like his own fucking matches.
Well, okay,
he did have a match with Gunther.
Tag belts.
So what?
I'll say now that Judgment Day has lost the tag belts, this is the opening for Dom to go in there and put in some work.
Him and Carlito win the tag titles.
Speaking of Carlito,
the
fuck Carlito doing? He's eating apples and chilling.
Yeah,
playing PlayStation. I mean, at least he's not just sitting in catering, but it's like he's just there, and it's like damn, dude,
he's just there. That's a shame.
It's like damn, like you got all this talent. It's like people complain about AEW having all this talent and not doing anything with him. Fucking Carlito, come on, bro, do something with him.
When's the last time they even used Carlito?
That's what I'm saying. He's in background vignettes. He's walking to the ring with the guys, and then he leaves.
He's also a valet.
Whenever somebody get jumped, he comes out. But other than that, he doesn't do anything.
He tries to hit on Raquel, gets rejected.
Oh, I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
he's there for the comic relief, but
yeah,
Carlito isn't trying to hand out paper plates.
Wow.
God
damn it, Taekwon.
Taekwon Mills, you are a horrible ass person. Thank you for coming to our show. Anyway, the point I'm trying to make is there's a lot of things that can be said about some of the guys on the show, but he's just anyway. So now we know that we're getting Rhea Ripley again versus Liv Morgan. Like, how we talked about the New Day and the Viking Raiders. We're getting that same treatment with Liv Morgan until Charlotte comes back. Yeah. But then we go backstage and we have a vignette with The Miz and the Final Testament with Paul Ellering. Karrion Kross looking like a Russian mobster from like the fucking like a Russian mobster from Call of Duty.
Yeah.
Still not giving a fuck about him, but basically we're gonna have The Miz versus Dexter Lumis next week. So
first singles match for Dexter Lumis in a long time.
Ever since coming back. Yeah.
She's coming back, yeah. Yeah, so let me get Kaden Carter, Raquel Rodriguez, and Zoe Starks in the WWE Women's Intercontinental Championship Tournament first round match. We all call this. Zoe Starks is going to win because honestly, they weren't going to do Kaden Carter. That's for damn sure.
No.
They weren't going to let Raquel Rodriguez go over because she's involved with the Rhea Ripley. Karen Cross was like to give sermon after his do drugs or drink. So we knew Zoe Stark was going to win.
And Julian, how do you feel about Zoe Stark's win tonight?
Oh, perfect choice.
I mean, she's your star pupil, so
Yes.
She had that Z360 on Kaden Carter. TikTok tag team. They're here. They're not really doing anything. Kaden Carter took the pin. She ate the pin for Zoe Starks, but they didn't let Raquel Rodriguez get beat because
why wouldn't you?
She needs to be strong for the
have the TikTok tag team wrestled together recently?
Not for a while.
No,
earlier this year, but
the last time they were together was a 6-man tag team match with
Lyra and Valkyria.
Valkyria, which actually fits well with their group, which is kind of weird. But
was that back like I think July or August?
Yeah, it was July.
Yeah, it was earlier this year.
That's when Katana Chance broke her nose.
Yeah.
So then we get a Alpha Academy backstage with R-Truth. R-Truth, God damn it, you
I love
motherfucker,
R-Truth.
you. Thank you. I just gotta say, I hated R-Truth when he was NWA World Champion. Well, I'm sorry, I hated Ron Killings as the NWA World Champion.
Oh, you got your people
Why is that?
confused?
But R-Truth, I love me some R-Truth. He is just so comedic. Like, he is so great. Like, like have you seen his YouTube videos where he's like,
I follow him on TikTok. I see some of the stuff. Yes,
so funny. Him and the backstage girl. What's her name?
Jackie Redmond.
No,
Yeah, him and Jackie Redmond are funny.
Okay.
But yes, it's him and Jackie Redmond. They're funny as hell.
Why do you always forget that name?
I don't know. She has beautiful eyes. He's been doing this thing with Pete Dunne.
Yeah.
And Pete Dunne comes rushing in, and they're yelling and screaming at each other. And he's like, why you gotta be such a butch? Stop butching around, you butch. Damn it, Pete. Why you gotta be such a butch?
I was trying to help you out, man. I'll throw you over the top rope.
He
Paul
used the
Heyman.
word butch like you would use the word bitch, and it was just funny. He's like, "What a butch! Why you being such a
He
butch?"
said, I was trying to help you out.
Yeah, I'm trying to help you out, butch.
Stop it, Pete, you butch.
Butch, please.
Butch, please. And he walked away.
My client, Butch.
I'm like, this guy, man, he is so goddamn funny.
Here's a question for you.
Mhm.
Okay. We all know that in most cases, if you insert the Miz into a situation, whether it's a feud or put the belt on him to elevate the belt, it usually turns out positive.
Mm-hmm.
Do you believe that the Miz is helping out the Final Testament?
Yes, I think the Miz being there is giving them more airtime. That's for damn sure. It's giving them. Taekwon's fucking wrong for that one. I put it up and I didn't read it until I saw it. I'm like, oh damn, you got me again, Taekwon. I agree with you. I do think that he's giving the Final Testament like life, because right now, whenever I see the Final Testament, all I think of is this.
And we were really shocked that they won too.
So here's
Steve. Thanks for joining us, Stevie.
Do you think the Final Testament is bringing down the Wyatt Six, or
No.
do you feel the Wyatt Six is bringing up the Final Testament?
Okay, Shane, do not answer, because you are a Wyatt Six mark, and you're not going to be honest. Okay. Honestly, the Wyatt Six has failed, in my opinion, because they came back such a strong comeback. I mean, they came back on the anniversary of Bray Wyatt's, death and all stuff like that, and it was sentimental. We all were like, "Oh, that's so heartwarming," But after their first loss, they kind of like just took their tail and ran home.
Oh my God!
Like,
it was only one loss.
But you're not getting what I'm saying. I knew you were going to be biased, but here's the thing.
Even you said only because of one loss, it shouldn't really matter.
Let me finish. I don't care about the win or the loss. What I'm saying is they didn't do anything else after that loss. They should have came back strong. Wyatt Six is horrible, by the way. Steve, thank you very much for that. I think that they should have came back, and it should have been something more. Maybe you should have put them in a feud with someone else that, and I don't want to be a dick by saying this, but someone that matters, because you got them in a feud with Karrion Kross and the Final Testament, whatever. But they don't have any fucking matches. It's all like backstage hoopla, or let's scare this guy or this girl. Like, get to the. You can have all the spooky or non-spooky, whatever you want to do it, but this is wrestling. Get them in the ring, let them fight. Give them more than just a brawl, and that's it. Let them have a fucking match.
Well, so back to the hocus pocus. I think we're kind of past the era of spooky people kidnapping other wrestlers and putting them in the boiler room of the arena or somebody's basement. That gimmick worked for the Fiend, and it worked for Bray Wyatt. I don't think I just don't personally feel that it's something you can really continue, especially because Bray Wyatt passed away before the whole Uncle Howdy thing was truly established.
Mm-hmm.
Like, who is this guy? Why is he here? Why is he coming after Bray, et cetera, et cetera? And so they kind of try to pick up the ball and just kind of like roll with it, but no real reason was given for why the whole Uncle Howdy character was there in the first place. And Bray wasn't necessarily in a championship feud at the time, or like didn't have a feud with anybody like going in that direction. So it's not like the White Six could, I don't know, come back and avenge him or, take it out on somebody. And so by putting him with Karrion Kross, I mean, it's better than not having a job at all, but something needs to happen to really make it interesting. And the thing is, and that was my initial question, and I think that's why Miz is there. Miz has the thing with Dexter Lumis from the past, yada yada. Back when he was messing with the B team, he's got the thing with Bo Dallas. So hopefully Miz can make these three work. He can be like the linchpin that holds the feud together.
I think for me, in my opinion, I think the Miz should just worked with Karrion Kross one time and focused with the Miz just facing the White Six, and we can lead up to Uncle Howdy versus the Miz. But in my opinion, with this whole rivalry, it's just, I love the White Six. I'm a fan of them, but this feud is really boring.
And that's why I said what I said. It's dragging them down. It's giving them like, killed it when they showed Bo with Howdy. Well, I mean, okay, so Stevie, it didn't really kill it for that because we already knew that Bo was Howdy.
Correct.
Yeah, we already knew that.
But it sucked the life out of it when he really didn't do much. I mean, no one knows the other team. Exactly. Akam and Razor, no one really gives a shit about them. They didn't give a shit about them when they were in NXT. When they brought them up to the main roster, we were like, oh, they're just a Road Warrior ripoffs with Paul Ellering, and they sucked, and they were gone. They brought them back. They put them in Karrion Kross, and we talked about this. I think Julian brought it up a couple weeks ago when it was like all the Triple H rehires. What have they done when he took over? Yeah, what have they done? Nothing.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. I'm in the minority here. I do believe that AOP has a high side or an upside to them. I think if they were used properly, they can be, for those of you that like your big meaty men slapping meat matches, AOP versus the War Raiders,
Mm-hmm.
for the tag team belts, that might be a good feud. And it would get them away from the whole Final Testament shit. But I believe the AOP have a high side. Even when they were with Ellering alone, it was just them. I think they were okay. They weren't the worst. They probably could have had some better high profile matches. But then again, we were in an era where your tag teams weren't big dudes. You had the Usos, you had the New Day. They never had a chance to go against like Sheamus and Cesaro. But two big dudes like that need like two big dudes to wrestle against. And so this might actually be the opportunity to, give them some love and put on some good matches.
So Taekwon says AOP was in a faction with Seth and Buddy, and they weren't even the tag team of said faction. That's true, because Seth and Buddy were the tag team champions, and it was just like Akam and Razor was just there.
They were bodyguards. They were just
they were the bodyguards.
Yeah. Stevie says they should not be taking direction. They makes them look weak. Honestly, them taking direction from Karrion Kross, it kind of does make them look weak. They should be
from Paul Ellering.
Yeah, Paul Ellering is like anyone that knows wrestling. I mean, I'm gonna exclude Shane because he doesn't really know about the 80s and 90s, but Paul Ellering was a goddamn genius.
Yeah.
If I was a new guy and I was supposed to be in a faction with Karrion Kross or Paul Eller, I would listen to Paul more than I think I would.
Paul Ellering is like, people say like, oh, they're great wrestling managers. There's Bobby the Brain Heenan. There was Classy Freddie Blassie. There was Captain Lou Albano, Mr. Fuji, but no one compared to fucking precious Paul Ellering.
The guy was smart. He had brains. He was a excellent talker when it came to promos.
And he was a fucking great wrestler too.
Oh, yeah.
Like Paul Ellering was one of them dudes. Yeah, I marked out when Paul came out. Me too. He was one of those dudes that was like in the ring with the Road Warriors during War Games. Like this was the guy.
So that's the part that baffled me, because when they paired AOP with Paul Ellering, I was like, oh man, these dudes are getting the rub.
And then when they went to the main roster, it was the next thing you know, Rockstar Spud was the manager.
I mean, they were trying to make them faces and all that stupid shit. But the point is, the Miz being part of this faction. Yes, Julian, I do think the Miz is trying to help build those guys up. But I hope it's not too late. So let me get to backstage with the New Day complaining that everyone in the locker room is treating them like shit. And before they get into a conversation with her screaming, and Kairi Sane has her hand jammed in the lid of one of the road cases.
That was great, wasn't it?
Let's be honest. When she was laying on the ground, her hand was not in the road case. The camera panned over and she had her hand in her hand, holding her hand. And then when the camera got close to her, they lifted up the thing and put her hand in the thing so they could open it back up. I'm like, yeah, that was stupid.
Hey, that was when Camille and
Shotzi
like trying to run somebody over in reverse.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Oh, real quick, WWE dropped the ball tonight. When the New Day were outside the locker room and Ray was like, yeah, the way y'all treated Big E, you can't get dressed in here. Miz should have walked up and been like, how does it feel?
Yeah.
Even worse. That
would have been great.
Even worse, Miz should have just walked up and walked in the room.
And
closed the door, bro.
Like, sorry, guys.
I didn't even think about it, Julian. That would have been great.
I was waiting.
You know what else would have been fucked up?
I was honestly waiting for that too.
You know what else would have been fucked up? If Randy Orton would have walked by and was like, stupid, and just kept going.
Stupid.
He looks at Kofi, stupid, and looks at Xavier, stupid.
Would have really just fucking tore the house down? If Brad Maddox comes back as their manager. Just saying. Got him.
Yeah, me and Brad Maddox were a tag team before.
That would only work if Paige was on the main roster.
God damn it.
That'd be so funny. And Brad Maddox would walked up and be like, you want to turn a page? Come with me.
No, Brad Maddox turns to Xavier.
We're so bad.
And they was like, oh, hi, Xavier, been a while.
Wow. Anyway, so then we go to
Xavier. Do you still have that camera?
Wow. So I mean, they did a callback when Xavier grabbed the camera. Anyway, we talked about that. Xavier was complaining about biased journalism and all this other bullshit. Pure Fusion Collective beat up Kairi Sane. So now Kairi Sane is out of the Intercontinental Title Tournament. So
hold up. Is she out?
I mean, they were saying, oh my God, I hope this doesn't hinder her being in the Intercontinental Title Tournament. So Kairi Sane's going to be out of the tournament.
Sad day.
So Kairi Sane's out of the tournament, and there have been some leaked news reports that Charlotte Flair has been backstage at Monday Night Raw, and she was at Raw, and she was at SmackDown, and she was at Saturday Night's Main Event.
And the fourth woman of Hogan Crew.
She'll be the first woman to be the Intercontinental Champion.
Yeah, the fourth.
I'm still saying it's gonna be Natty, but that's just me. So then we go to our main event.
But we're finally there.
Hey, I said both champions were gonna be Canadian.
Blood.
I'm already one for one.
We can only have
Where's
one
Tony Stark?
Canadian. Blood. We can only have one Canadian be champion. We can't have a Hart win a championship belt.
Wow.
This is the WWE we're talking about.
Hey, she cuts talking about Uncle Brett. No,
Natty will win that title for two reasons. One,
my
because
daddy, Jim the Anvil Neidhart.
Natty
my
will win
uncle's
the title.
Bret Hart.
No, listen, Natty will win the title for two reasons. One, because she is the workhorse of the women's division.
Here we go again.
She trains all the girls. She does everything she's told to do. She just re-signed a contract. She's doing everything. She is the backbone of that women's division. And two, they need somebody for Charlotte Flair to beat.
Not only that, she's also the only Divas era wrestler that's there.
Yeah, Natty's like Wendy Richter. Yeah. She's gonna be there until she dies. Anyway, so JD McDonough and Finn Balor defend the World Tag Team titles for the third time after being champions for 157 days or something like that?
Read what Taekwon said.
No.
Wow.
Taekwon. Why?
God damn you, Taekwon. Why are you so savage tonight?
He's always savage. What are you talking about?
Thank you for joining our show tonight, Taekwon.
That
goes to prove, ladies and gentlemen, on this show, we allow you to be who you are and be all you can be. Anyway. So I do think Natty's winning the title. But anyway, going back to this whole thing, this was a really, really good tag team main event.
It was.
I mean, we saw everything. Chad Patton, the referee, taking the chair from JD McDonough, and Finn Balor slides out and tries to grab a chair, and lo and behold, here comes Finn Balor's most hated person right now, Damian Priest. They call him DP. Fatherless 407. Jake, thank you for the raid, man. Thank you so much for rating us. We enjoy it.
Fatherless, Christian Cage, is that you?
Stop it. All right, there, Cloudy Ballin'. Hey,
Cloudy Ballin'.
That's right. Yo, go us a favor. Oh, wait. We got a little yeet. It is a yeet party. Oh shit. Let's get a little yeet in the group chat. Hey, let us know where you guys are from. Go follow us. Go like, click, and subscribe, man.
Yeah, and
we're here every Monday.
The show?
We're here every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Wednesday night we do have trivia, and trivia is awesome. Yeah,
very awesome.
Got a little yeet for y'all. A little yeetness. Merry yeetness, everybody. Speaking of that, we're gonna be doing our year-end review show too. Yeah, we're gonna be voting on some of the best matches, worst matches of the year, best pay-per-view, all that cool stuff.
All of it is Will Ospreay.
I could tell you one of my favorite Roundtable episodes that happened this year.
Well, before we go to that, if you got a cool ass dog or cat, and you want to get that dog or cat watched by the coolest person ever, you go look at Any King Dogs BFF, where you get your animal, your pet treated like royalty. Look, man, if you want your dog or cat to be treated like royalty, you need to hit up Any King Dogs BFF.
Mm-hmm.
You can look that up on Google. You can look that up on the Google.
On the MySpace.
On the Googles.
Wow. I don't think anyone has MySpace anymore, but okay. So yeah, going back to what we were talking about.
I went on MySpace not that long ago. It's a shadow of its former self.
Dude, I found some pictures of me from New Japan.
Is Tom still there?
I found all my New Japan pictures from when I wrestled there on there. It's a yeet party. You're in Miami? Welcome to Miami. Yeah.
Miami.
Yo, go love yourself, Sweet Pea. Do us a solid. Go follow us on the Twitch channel. Make sure you hit that bell so you know when we go live. Yeah, I feel bad for JD.
I know.
Have you seen that dude's big ass head? His mom felt bad. Yeah, sure did.
Head.
Yeah. Funko Pop McDonough. That's what we call him. JD, don't Google me McDonough. JD McDonough must he comes from the D'Lo Brown School of head bobbing. It was a good match. It was it was better than I expected. But Hanson and Rowe are your new World Tag Team Champions.
Muchly deserved.
Muchly deserved. Yes.
I'm glad these guys are both healthy at the same time.
Yeah.
You know, they could actually come back and
went to Saudi and got attacked and knocked
him out. Having two big men like this as your tag champs definitely could be the opening for the AOP to have some tag matches.
Oh yeah.
Too bad. What were they called? The young Tiger.
Young Bucks.
Nah, the two Indian guys that Jinder Mahal was.
Bollywood Boys.
Veer
Bollywood
Mahan
Boys?
and
Yeah, that would have been like a good team for them to feud with.
Veer Mahan and Indashir.
Out there, just get some big dudes. Have Bronson Reed team with.
oh my god, dude, him and
Baron Corbin. Sorry.
Jacob Fatu.
Oh,
America's Most Wanted. Give it to him.
Jacob Fatu and Bronson Reed when he's healthy.
That'd be good. He won't be back to after WrestleMania though, which is kind of sucks.
Yeah. Did he bust both his ankles? Just one.
Just one.
I mean,
But it still sucks though. Like
the way he landed on it was. Man.
Yeah, that was pretty savage.
Hope he gets a big push when he comes back.
By the way,
I hope he stays part of the Judgment Day. I mean, part of the Bloodline.
I know what you meant. Him and Jacob Fatu teaming up, the new Vader and Bam Bam Bigelow.
Oh my god, can you imagine?
Oh my gosh,
the terror they would cause, bro.
That would have been a badass tag.
Hey, we didn't talk about Chad Gable.
Oh yeah, that's right. We didn't talk about Chad Gable.
I forgot about Chad Gable.
As anyways,
so here's my thing. WWE is dropping the ball with Otis. Otis should be doing fucking Vader 2.0. And Tozawa should just be just a pure technical wrestler, not doing no karate shit, not a ninja, not a samurai. Just, have him do like some light heavyweight shit. And then
have him and almost reunite.
I agree with you, Julian. I think that they really should push him.
The Big O? Big O?
Yeah. Remember he was the Omos and Tozawa during the pandemic? He was the big giant ninja.
Wow. Had to go back to that shit.
When are you gonna put Tozawa with Omos and be like the ninjas?
Wow.
No, just them reuniting.
Big ninja, little ninja.
No, it's gonna be the Raw Underground team. Come on now.
Dude, they should bring him back as the machines. Little machine, black machine, and the big machine. That'd be honest.
Wow.
The O machine.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I know that Twitch has a feature where you can actually call us live on the stream. So if you want to call in live, go right ahead. We'll put you on the screen.
They do?
Yeah.
They
if you
do?
look up in the right, if you look up in the under your thing, it says you can call into the stream.
Don't call me, I'll deny it.
No one wants to call you.
Chill out.
Anyway, so yeah, there was so much great stuff that happened tonight. I do like the fact that yes, we are starting to see more in the ranks of tag team wrestling because WWE hated tag team wrestling for so long. I would like, and I know this is crazy, but I would like for them to shit can one of the tag team titles and just have the tag team champions go from Raw to SmackDown to NXT.
Yes, I agree.
That's a problem.
And it's not a problem. You have so many tag teams everywhere. You can give NXT tag teams an opportunity. You can take the SmackDown titles. I mean, the titles go to SmackDown, go to Raw. I mean, especially now with Netflix being out there and the big Netflix push where everyone's going to be on the Netflix show anyway, Raw and SmackDown wrestlers. I mean, you might as well just go ahead and do it.
And you've got 3 hours to do it in.
Yeah. Now you have more time. Now you can do all this stuff. Give everybody an opportunity to show up and show out.
For 3 hours, we're coming back, y'all. Hope you're happy. Don't bitch about
Damian
it.
Priest is now on Santa Claus's naughty list.
That's a lie. He's on the nice list.
Because he beat up Santa Claus after the show was over.
I'm so sick and tired of them doing stuff after the show is over.
But that is more like an off-air thing to do.
I mean, they're doing it for the people at home, and I get it. That's cool and all right. Otis reminds me of Scotty Too Hottie when he did the Worm. Yeah, but he's about 500 pounds more than Scotty Too Hottie.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we truly appreciate you coming in and joining us here every week. Remember, Wednesday is going to be trivia. So make sure you tune in because the mixologist himself, Mr. Chemical Julian, that guy at the top right there in the top right-hand corner.
Round 55, general trivia questions, all about WWE, TNA, AEW, New Japan. Bring your wrestling knowledge.
Also, since you were talking about the year-end awards, I'm working on a highlight video of 2024 of the Roundtable for Wrestling.
Oh
my God. There's so much stuff going on, man.
Yeah, there's a lot of that.
Tell me about it. So I'm working on it. And to be honest, even though 2025 will be most likely here, it probably might have to be postponed to put it because it's going to be so long to put together.
Oh, Jesus.
So you might have to wait for a while till it's officially done.
Josh is putting the work.
I'm putting the work for you guys. I'm doing this. I said I would do it. That's the task I'm doing.
Yeah, there's a lot of funny moments that happen here on the round table.
We have a lot of funny moments, man. If you watch our pay-per-view shows, our live streams during the pay-per-views, PLEs, whatever you want to call it, you'll see some of the crazy shit we do. So some of the things that are said on this show are just out there, man.
Which I'm surprised we're not canceled for it yet.
I'm surprised you're not canceled.
I know. I'm surprised that as well.
So anyway, with that being said, thank you very much for joining us. We'll see you guys on Wednesday, 7 p.m. or 7:30 PST. Thank you for joining us here on the Roundtable Pro Wrestling Podcast.
Good night. Mwah. And goodbye.
Bye.